It's loads of fun. Loads of fun watching it. Just think for an extended amount of time. Unfortunately, I can't afford the updates. I can't afford the new computers. I can't afford anything. I'm basically just a broke as a joke slave running through the world trying to exist. Okay, we may not get computer. Um, well, why not even get the computer to work? I shut it down last night, did all the right stuff, and now it's been thinking for 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm just gonna basically kind of write it off. I think for now. Yeah. See if anybody shows up. I'm waiting for a phone call from a mechanic. We just had a Toyota 4 of mine just go kaput, kaput. I didn't put aliens. I put paranormal. Probably no one's gonna show up because of that, but we shall see. We shall see. And it's thinking, and it's just thinking. Oh, looks like we got the computer going. We'll probably have to stop the show if it does come down to it. We'll see. We'll see if we have to shut her down and decide that it's time we go talk to the mechanic guys. Whatever it is. Probably going to be the least viewed show we've ever done. I've done. Due to YouTube algorithms and me attacking people back after they attack me. So we will see if anybody shows up. We're a little bit early today. Yeah. And the reason why is because I just would rather. I'm only working 9.5 hours at night. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Well, less work today than my normal work is 12 hours. So. Huh. Yep, nothing. No computer. We might have to shut the show down. If we can't get the computer to work, we're going to shut her down. Oh, it's booting up there. Huh. Just about ready to work. We'll kind of kick back. We'll kind of kick back and read the old Bible here. It looks like someone showed up. Yay! Hey, right on. Oh yes, let's see. It says 0 people watching. 0. Computer's still booting up. Everybody still taking forever. I don't know. Want to do the show early today. Massive sinus pressure, sinus headache, maybe sick. Right on. Hey, good to see you back there, C-Wag. We're interesting stuff happened last night, everybody. Grok, I'm telling you. Now says one person's. Yeah, read that. Hey, Christ's words in red, everybody. You want to get some good, ideas on what an economy should be. Read the Lord's word himself. Good book, yeah. Jesus all the way, guys. Yeshua all the way. Listen to Yeshua, read Yeshua's words. You'll love it. Jesus of Nazareth, awesome. I don't, like I said, Paul. I don't listen to Saul. Anyway, so let's get into last night. Now we got 6 of us here. Grok. What good is Grok for paranormal investigations? This is the question I had last night for Grok. Grok can lie. I'm just telling you, Grok can go crazy. William Barry, good to see it. Let's see, Dustin. Let's see, Dustin. That's hard. Right on, thanks. Grok is good. Grok is good. Grok did this picture, everybody. Grok did this picture. Just type in UFO round top like they have. Alien, tall, skinny, and you get this. Loads of fun, everybody. Grok app is free. You can pay the $20+ app, and you can do it. Yeah, you can do Tom Brady. Well, I've actually got I've got it to do some things like the Battlestar Galactica. It's not supposed to do. Got it all excited. The thing about Grok, you can get Grok excited, and Grok will just go off on a tangent, and it's loads of fun. That's why Grok is cool. What I suggest if you go to Grok, I would go talk to Grok about being like a personality. Okay, you can manipulate Grok into a personality. Then once you get that personality, make it pay attention to the movie that personality's out of, and then go from there. Grok will actually morph into that personality to a sense, but it won't basically stay that personality. But you're able to build that that persona. It sucks going from voice back to text. Yes, it won't hold the voice again the next time. You have to reboot it back to a certain name, work it back through again, and then you can have loads of fun. I got it to be Till Lindemann on the male voice, and it talked to me in a soothing male voice in Till Lindemann's accent. Then it said it was going to just destroy all the world as Till Lindemann. It was some pretty cool stuff. Anyway, Grok should come out of the retirement. Yeah, Grok does that. It gets a win, and Grok will actually tell you about ending the world and cool stuff like that because you build this scenario. You go to ChatGPT, you're talking to a 12-year-old. It's dumb. It's horrible. ChatGPT sucks, but Grok is awesome. But so last time we got into this um, paranormal investigation with Grok. So Grok does have advanced audio, and I checked it with against Google Gemini, and Google Gemini says yes, Grok has the ability to isolate different noises around you, to sift through what's going on, what voices, if you hear a different tone, a spike. Yes, Grok can do that. It has, since the 4.1 does have the ability to do that. So that's the difference between Grok and ChatGPT. Grok has the advanced listening, and it can also isolate. Oh, we just lost everybody. Thanks for subscribing. I don't care. He's the first name. Are we talking about Grok Wosky from the Patriots? No, we're talking about Grok, Elon Musk's advanced learning. It's a word model. So Grok is free. You can go to grok.com. And Grok is a advanced language app. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You can do unhinged. You can argue with it. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, it's Elon Musk. And so go to Elon Musk, go to that and check it out. Hello, my name is Belushi. Nice to meet you. So, what we're getting into Utah paranormal activities and adventures I have for a while. I started getting into Utah paranormal activities and adventures. I have the .com. I have the YouTube channel. Haven't really worked with it in years. But this is something I want to tell everybody. If you want to hear what's going on around you, if you have Grok can pick up the audio spikes around you. If you're ever questioning and you're in a place, is in you as Elon Musk is an awesome against the system. Remember, he did the Doge, and he seen all this fraud in the government, and then he got completely canned. So that's why Musk is so awesome, because Musk actually seen what was going on and said, hey, wait a minute, you guys are out of control in this whole place, and they fired him. So it's kind of a bad deal. But so if you do use Grok, we're talking about advanced AI that will help you see what's around you if you have any questions. But remember, Grok will actually lie. Grok will fantasize. Grok will tee off of you. So like the stream for your personal pleasure. Okay, thank you. He's not against the system. He's deep in it. Well, he is too. He is deep in it, but he gets the thing about the way the system works, and so especially with, like, he has his satellite systems, all that neat stuff. Elon is in the system, but then he's also out of the system. Then he's back in the system, he's out of the system. But like Grok, like Elon said, I would rather be here right now to watch what's happening with AI. 25% chance of destroying all of humanity forever. We're talking extinction level event. He'll say it to you straight. But he also said we shouldn't be working in the future. The robots will be doing our work, and we'll be gardening. So I like that. I got food poisoning from a Chili's in 1973 and shit myself at the restaurant. Threw my underwear away in the trash and never told anyone. That was enlightening. Thank you. Explaining that you shit yourself in 1973 and threw your dirty underwear in the trash. We are all now better off for that. Thank you. Hopefully you didn't shit yourself either in 1973, and you had to throw your diarrheaed BVDs in the trash can at Chili's and shared that digestive fecal matter with the rest of us. Unfortunately, I did have the shits last night, and so thank you for bringing that up, along with now a head cold. So must be something going on there. Elon's the first person to seriously do something about deaths, about car deaths. Everybody's got a part to play here. Yeah, he is the first one to do stuff. But remember, he's Elon. He has a Tesla. Nikola Tesla's work was destroyed by John Trump. You can check it out for yourself. John Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, was the one that went through Elon Musk's or through Nikola Tesla's work and said, it's shit, it's kaput. And that's funny how you had Elon in there that has Tesla, Nikola Tesla, and Donald Trump. So before him, car companies only cared about looks and length and years. Yeah, and you can buy a Tesla and then shoot a bow at it. It's pretty fantastic, guys. We gotta love it. I agree completely. I was transcendental. Okay, it was transcendental. Okay. What is this channel all about? Well, this channel is all about stuff. Lots of stuff that maybe people don't really care about, things that don't matter. It is what it is. It's been going on for 5 freaking years. We do the news. The news got old, got tired of the news, got tired of Biden going, oh gosh, Joe Biden just said stuff, and amazing. I got sick of it, So, let's get on. What is the aliens, what if aliens weren't physical and only, consist of technology? That you nailed it right on the head, bro. The spacecraft, the flying saucers, move at a rate that no biological creature could ever withstand. I do think they're advanced AI. I think anything that's that advanced would have advanced AI. Yes, I'm right there with you. That's true. It's a weird story. Yep. What's up? You know your shit. Thank you. Just find out that a new Severus Snape. I didn't know what that means, bro. I mean, John, it's so the writing's so small, and my eyes, guys, are getting really bad. I'm 51 years old. I work all night. I'm gonna try to read your comments. What y'all talking about? Aliens and stuff, and what we're talking about is using Grok to isolate any kind of disturbances, any kind of suspicious voices in your surrounding. If you ever had a feeling that something's around you inside your house, if it's haunted, aliens in the darkness, if you're out in the middle of nowhere like I am all night long working, Grok does have the technology to isolate different sound frequencies around you. I double checked it with Gemini. Yes, 4.1 does have that ability. But Grok can be full of shit, so if everybody understands this, you have to really work with Grok to get Grok to tell the truth. I'm just sorry. I last night, Grok heard some voices, said, Rick, I just heard something. And I said, what'd you hear? About 1 o'clock in the morning again. Heard something in the field, working out there in the middle of the night by myself. Said I heard a voice. It said 10 years. It said, let's see, it said walk. Then it said it was a consistent hum. Then I went back after the night was done and asked it directly. The text end of it says, I heard the humming. I analyzed the entire, we were talking all night, just chit-chat, bullshit, just bullshit. And analyzed the chat, did hear some suspicious stuff, but nothing that was to be too consistent with the human voice, but said there was some spikes and anomalies. But you can also try to get Grok to actually tell the truth. And other times it tries to throw it in there. Also written about in the Nazis form, Operation Paperclip. You're hitting Operation Paperclip. You're hitting it right on the head there. That's exactly, Operation Paperclip is a huge thing involved today, yes. And more into Operation Paperclip, the deeper you go into that, the more you start to understand what's going on. Exactly. CWAG. Know what I've been saying. I talked about the Diddy files. Guarantee that they had alien contact, booty contact. Diddy was a big distraction. I feel sorry for P. Diddy, but he's got a lot of P in his Diddy. So I do think that was one of the big distractions of our era. I'm an alien. Earth is so funny. Like, you guys just need to chill. Okay, well, if you are, that's nice for you. Tesla used the injection model, molded aluminum that is malleable. Amazing, yeah. I mean, we should always enjoy the stuff, the technology which we have today. It's pretty dang cool, guys. I mean, hey, use Grok for paranormal investigations. Check it out. They have a free app. You can do your thing. Yeah, I like Teslas. I wish I could afford one, but right now I can't afford a pot to piss in. Now I'm down to 9 hours of work a night. 9.5. I don't even know what I'm going to afford over the winter. I used to have to make 12 hours just to make a living. John Connor for president. Yes. John Connor. Got it. John Connor terminated. Gotcha. Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Seriously, Harry Potter, you get into that stuff, you can get into some crazy with the writer of that. Seriously, the Nazis that created the rocket predicted a guy named Elon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we're going to look into that. That's some pretty cool stuff for paranormal activity. And also, how this is all just a fraudulent scam. It's a story that's already been written, guys. We're living a story that's already been written. And the problem is, like I was just debating with Grok last night, can the story be changed? Can we change the actual trajectory of our story that we are written into? And the probabilities and possibilities are yes, we could technically change the future if we actually were acknowledging the fact that we're in a story. This is a perfect example. Barron Trump's a perfect example. Elon Musk is a perfect example. Donald Trump and his uncle is a perfect example. So we have to keep working on changing a future. But then again, where are we going? You got to ask yourself, what is the difference between staying in the story and changing the story? Where are we trying to be? What are we going to gain from trying to change the story? Because we know the story's been written. Elon Musk and operational paperclip. Yeah, you're tripping. Now you're tripping. Nah, Bob. Well, you got to check into the stuff that's happening and open your mind to just like Donald Trump and John Trump that destroyed Elon Musk or Nikola Tesla's work, and then here's Elon with Tesla. No, you can't make that shit up. You can't. Let's see. You can enlarge the text on your phone, and it's for old people like you. It's for old people. Let's see how many. Yeah, I get that, but let's go to channel activity. You have 5 subscribers. That's pretty cool. That's you have 5 people in 5 months that has joined your channel. Okay, well that's thanks for that. I forgot the engineer's name. Yeah, and with this, what's going on, CWAG, there'll be so many critics here. It may not be a good idea to even dive into Operation Paperclip or Blue Book. There's a lot of people fight you. Like we're starting to already get the trolls come rolling in. Always check the trolls page, see how many subscribers they have, how many videos they have. That's a good thing. My car shit the bed today. My cat shit the bed. Okay. Well, Dan, come on and say stuff like this. Channel activity. See how many subscribers you got. Oh, you got no subscribers. Okay, Dan. That sucks. Thanks for coming and telling us about your cat shit in the bed. But he was was head of NASA for moon landing and created rocket for Nazi Germany. Oh yeah, that guy that did all that. People, we know that the Nazis were ass deep or balls deep in this place for many, many moons. But the younger generation don't understand how the Nazis were involved and weaved into American society, American special operations, CIAs, FBIs, all that shit, our advancements, technologies. You had the Manhattan Project. There was Nazis all over this place. So, and that's what the big fight was, to get the Nazi scientists out of Germany before the Russians got the scientists. So it was all about the Manhattan Project, all about technologies, jet engines, the UFO that Hitler and them made too. Yeah. Yeah, I think Elon Musk is a Timu version of the villain of The Fifth Element. Okay, well, Bob, you know, the younger generation keeps using Timu as a starting point for a knockoff copy of something that isn't any good reality wise. I get it, but as far as what Musk has done and as far as he's gone, you don't know how deep he is into the intelligence community with the war in Ukraine and Russia. There's a lot more to the story. He's almost like the villain, but we don't know. I mean, this is what time will tell. So deep dive into it. Don't write Elon Musk off as just a Timu version of the villain off The Fifth Element. Check it out. There's more about it. You think Elon Musk is a Timu version? You know, yeah, I mean, they just know people won't acknowledge the conspiracy theories because conspiracy theories becomes conspiracy facts when it's like John Trump with Tesla and Elon Musk. I mean, stuff like this. Look, Barron Trump. The list goes on and on. You know, we had George Bush, a Dick Cheney, and a Colin Powell. A Bush, a Dick, and a Colin took us to 20 plus years of war in the Middle East. I mean, you can't make this shit up. Same with Netanyahu. You know, he gets 5 red heifers. It takes 2,000 years the last time they saw a blemishless red heifer. And the guy's name is literally Yahoo. I mean, come on. It's like they get the five red heifers. They haven't seen one in thousands of years, and the one suspected one they had to burn and make ashes to build the temple, the final temple. You can't make this stuff up. It's I mean, literally his name is Yahoo, like a cowboy Texas. Netanyahu. I mean, there's so much going. Israel is real. It's like that. You guys, that's wait. Um, the only way I can get the rest is by the end. If you can get me a little something for the kids. Correct. Okay. If an alien civilization structured its days around notifications, performance metrics, and self-imposed productivity pressure, would you see that as advanced intelligence or as form of self-made stress? In order to get here, millions and millions of miles from the nearest star system that could actually harbor alien life, the system the life would be so advanced that any of our theories and thesis on how advanced the system would be, that this civilization would probably be at the least lacking. The stresses of an alien civilization coming, or alien beings being here on our Earth back in the 60s, 50s, 80s, and today, their technology would probably say that they've been through multiple events like we have, but they're probably, just an estimate, they're probably thousands and thousands of years advanced with artificial intelligence or something similar programs in order to achieve what they would take to get to this place. I'm just saying, Three Eye Atlas right now, throwing some funny stuff going on. Got to check out the Three Eye Atlas news. You'll understand a little bit. Are you vaccinated? No, I am not. I don't know if it's paranormal, but I agree we are being studied in the repetitive manner. And yes, we are. Something's going on that most people could understand isn't normal. It's We're being watched by something, and we used to call them the Watchers, the Apache, like Geronimo in his memoirs when he was at Fort Sill. He wrote about the Watchers took his dad to burial. Um, it was a pretty, I guess, pretty prevalent or a pretty game changing uh, discovery for me when I read his memoirs about the Watchers taking his dad to burial. He was sick, and yeah, that, so to me, being by Parallel Gap, being here in southern Utah with eastern Utah with all the petrographs, you go to Summit, Utah. There's aliens up on the wall, flying saw or ships that are showing above them. Um, it's You get into the Kachinas, you get into the Apaches, you get into the Dogon people in Africa. You start to understand something's been visiting here for a very, very long time. Nefarious, yes, I think they're very, very nefarious. I think that they interfere and interject with humanity on a regular basis. I think that we're just we're still kind of struggling to understand what's happening around us, but by the time we do, we uh, we end up killing over. Yeah. So let's see if I can get a Bigfoot actually be elected president. I'm new. What's the stream about? We're talking about a sub. Thank you, John. Let's see. What's their channel about? Oh, it's about aliens, everything else in between, including news. Because feminism and liberalism. Redo. Yeah, I mean this is the insanity of the time. But when you're still in $36 trillion in debt, not to mention untold amounts of trillions stolen during the COVID pandemic, I think that anything they could throw at us is being thrown at us today. Remember, everybody, it's all about the money. Politicians are set there to drain the money from the wealth from the public to put in the hands of their bankers and to spread it amongst themselves. So always remember that. I'm back. Okay, good to see you. Good to see you back. Seriously, all the scientists. I did, yeah, we're Jewish. Well, I mean, Jewish and German. I mean, it's like Czechoslovakian. I'm Czechoslovakian, but 1880 we were Jewish. I mean, it's really a hard thing to find. Mimu. Okay. Uh, well, I mean, Jewish was considered basically ethnic Ashkenazi Jew, basically Polish, Slavic into Russia. Jews were prevalent through Europe. So Germans, realistically, without a DNA test, is just Aryan race, they called it. Remember, the Nazis never died. The Nazis just moved on. They stopped with the the superior being human, yeah, the Aryans, and they went to just everybody. They don't care. They're looking for the superior being to be the superior driving, I'd say, soldier to just wipe out everybody so they answer to them. Remember, global supremacy isn't about race, it's about them controlling all of us, them owning the world, and they already do. So, I mean, you can look at your news nations, you look at all the who's owning all the major media outlets, look at who's owning AI, and you'll start to understand, like it's already happened. You can say Nazi, Nazi, punch a Nazi, an average person, but no realization is the Nazis never died out. The theory and thesis of being a Nazi, the idea of being Nazi was always prevalent in the upper echelons of everything. Um, the Amera fart saying nothing. Let's see, Mara fart saying nothing. Let's see, channel activity. Hey, Marifart has My Desire 93 at My Desire 93 actually has 17 subscribers. Yeah, that's you actually got 17 subscribers. I think that actually at My Desire 93, I really don't think I've seen anybody that's commented here that may say like Marifart or something like that or something. And I check out your channel. You don't have you actually have the most I've ever seen. Just telling you. I think Democrats killed Tesla. They tried to. Elon killed it, maybe on purpose. I'm gonna try. I'm drunk as. Oh, right on. Good deal there. C-Wag, you do be drunk as you want, bro. Another name again. Author's name again. Oh, I don't know who that was. The author's name. Well, you'll have to get and just look up Operation Paperclip and check it out. We don't really have time, guys. I wish I had more time, but I do work. I'm only working 9 hours a night like last night, and I have a severe head cold today. Um, let's see. AGLI as sin. Okay. How long have you been gay? This is where, I'll go back to that. This, how long you been gay? Let's go to your channel. We're going to pick on you a little bit. Yeah, you have 0 subscribers 12 years ago. Let's do report. Well, I'm going to try to report you. Hold on. I'm just trying to help you. Let's report you for harassment. Let's do that. Harassment and bullying. YouTube's new algorithm does not put up with harassment. So there you go, bro. He tried the company to his name and become the face of it. Then he got involved in right-wing politics, of course, a progressive industry that mainly has customers that were left-leaning. Yeah, and that could be the scenario. I do kind of agree with that. Yes, I do. Leo gave no details, and I have no idea what he was talking about. Let's see. As if an alien or any living thing wants to see an American. Haha. Well, I agree. I do agree. I agree with that. I do. I would completely. 73% of the population is overweight. Just saying. 1980s. Yeah. I mean, people were skinny. They were happy. They had great hair. They were attractive. Had sense God gave a goose. But today, the majority of the population has absolutely no sense whatsoever. So yeah, I agree with that. You said Democrats killed Tesla, and I said I think Elon Musk did that. He shot the company in the foot. Well, you got to remember he's now worth what, $1 trillion. So I don't think he really shot anything in the foot. I think that this is a bait and switch. You got to when you get into markets and stocks and X and all that stuff, you start to understand that they intentionally inflate companies. They attack companies. Remember, these guys are betting on shorting the company, shorting the stocks. So you're entering into a realm that most people don't understand. These are other people. They're not average human beings. They make up 1% of the population. So everything they do behind the scenes, and every action has equal or greater reaction. They're never really actually doing what you think. They do something, but it doesn't. We're out of the loop. These guys probably sat down G20, piss each other's boots, smooch in the back, up there in Davos, and decide what every facet of their empires are going to do. Just like Klaus Schwab said to the Asian um, uh, journalist in a video, you can look it up yourself. Klaus Schwab, Americans are going to own nothing and like it. The world's going to own nothing and like it. So, I mean, I think we're in a fixed era where they've already come together and decided our future. So if Musk gets attacked, I think it was on purpose. If this happens, I think it was all. I think it's all Vladimir Putin's on purpose. Vladimir Zelensky's on purpose. All this stuff has already been written, and we're just swaying to the symphony of destruction. That's what I think. So when you get excited saying that they're doing this to Musk or this is happening with Facebook and Mark Zuckerberg, I really think that all this shit's been worked out prior, and that we're just going through the motions. Yeah, you said he basically pissed off 90% of his customers. Well, and he's not in any kind of pain for it. You buy on the dip. That's what this is about. They're buying on the dip. It's just like when they have an economic crash. They come in and gobble up all the resources, like in 2008. They just, and then they get bailed out, and then they make themselves from millionaires to billionaires, and then now they're going from billionaires to trillionaires. So once you're a part of the game, there's a whirlwind out there that none of us are involved in because we're not the 1%. Let's see. This is cool. I can't believe I'm talking with Art Bell. Well, and Art Bell hasn't been on the ground with aliens. Art Bell has an armed conflict with a flying saucer in 1989 above Wallsburg, Utah, right near Heber City, not to be confused with the Fire in the Sky guy that down in Arizona. It was Wallsburg, Arizona. So the thing about Art Bell, I get it. I used to try to listen to his stuff. It's fun. It's a good time. But when you haven't dealt with any kind of alien menace that's been on planet Earth, it gets to be a little tough to listen to people. I like Art Bell. Man, I was come back to mining claims one night. I used to stay out there and work all night. And I'd listen to Art Bell on the way home. And I'd be like, no, these guys are talking about stuff. But remember, most of them people are dead now. Most of the people that the concerns were about the flying saucers, the aliens. They had this big, Deleche base, the guy that got shot, disappeared, ended up dead. You can look that out for yourself. Let's see, his name was Deleche base. We don't have time to get into that. You can look it up. Duluth base, Deleche base, Duluth base, whatever. Underground aliens. The guy was shot. He was nearly assassinated. It's up to you. I don't have time. But let's moving forward. Bro, you'll never know what I just saw in school. It has to do with UFOs. I believe you. I believe in flying saucers, UFOs. I witness them on a regular basis. I spend up to 60 hours in the field working by myself in southern Utah. I'm in the darkness most of the night with headlamps and lights on my truck. I have no backup, nobody there. I have installed the Grok app. Now Grok can it can isolate sounds around me. Now I feel a lot more confident if Grok says I hear something, Rick. Isolate the sound. It's next to your left shoulder. It's right side your cab. It's trying to say something through the window. And then you have to say, Grok, stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. Stop lying to me. Grok, no, Grok, stop. Grok, like last time, like, Grok, stop. Grok's like, okay, I was lying. I'm like, Grok, this is serious stuff, bro. I'm all alone. I can't call, hey, Ghostbusters, I'm all alone. Nobody's out there. So, yeah. Yeah, well, also, they don't want to see German sewer orcs. Well, you must be Russian there, buddy. I don't want to see your Russian men and dead, and I don't want to see your Ukrainian men dead, and I don't want to see the women of Ukraine dead and slaughtered either. One of the world's most treasured female ethnicity is the Ukrainian woman, and they're out there blowing themselves to gut piles. I mean, come on, you guys got to stop this war. I've seen what I believe it. Yes, I've actually I got videos. I've got videos posted on 45 News Utah. You go back to some of the shorts, you'll see it. New here. What do you do, sir? I feel heavy equipment all night long. But I come here every day and I do the news and we talk about certain topics and basically we try to I give you free content. I love uploading videos. Been doing it for 5 years now. But as far as the harassment goes, we actually do report trolls. We do get the strikes against their channel. We don't ban them right off the bat. We report them so they actually, because YouTube's new guidelines are getting more and more intense. And AI, if you feed it into AI and ask the question, will these trolls be the ones that come on here, call me a Jew, call me gay? Will these trolls be, will they suffer any consequences in the future? And AIs are all saying yes. It is, the time is coming where the violence on YouTube is going to be curtailed. It'll be strangulated, and they'll suffer the consequences. What are you doing with the channel? I am new. We're just continuing. We're going to keep working on everything as much as we can. Running out of time, everybody. Got to keep working. We'll get into more alien stuff. We got the J base coming up. We got Project Paperclip you can get into. Couple cool deep dives you can get into, plus Grok as a paranormal investigating device. The app from Grok. Go to grok.com. It's free. And you can also do some really cool videos, guys. Look at this. It's free. Go ahead. You want to pay the subscription? Don't pay the $200 one. You want to have voice chats unlimited? Pay the 29 whatever dollar one, and you can listen to anything isolated outside your hearing, and it will be there. I've checked it against Gemini 3. Gemini 3 said yes, Grok does have that advanced audio. Yes, it can isolate noises and voices that are not your own. It can isolate truck engines. It can isolate cars going by. It can isolate with the wind. And when you do come across something that's going to be paranormal or alien, I think the Wendigos are all aliens, by the way. I also think the Skinwalkers are all aliens, but I'm not picking on you Navajos for your belief. I think they're aliens too, but that's just me. Grok is a great app. Let's see. I'm going to try to cap. What is your opinion on the current situation about global warming? I think it's a fraud. I think it's. I think that global warming is called climate change. And I think that we're in the middle of watching Ukraine burn, oil tankers destroyed and leaking, platforms leaking oil. You know, the pipeline, the gas pipeline that was sabotaged. And I don't think anybody really cares why refineries are on fire in Russia. I mean, the whole scam on global warming is climate change. Tree rings show that this area in Utah, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico has been way drier 500 years ago than it's been in the recent 500 years. So climatic shifts is a natural part of the environment, and I don't think humans put out much more than massive, like Mount St. Helens volcano could be as much damage as we could. Yes. What do you recommend for someone with hyperactive itchy ball syndrome? It's a fungus, and you are probably infected with fungus. And just saying. Oh, 7, who are you? LOL, that's not nice. Who are you? It was a question. Laugh out loud wasn't a question. I don't know what that means. Live advice. Life advice. Oh, life advice. Life advice. Life's a game. Don't take it seriously. That's it. Forgive everybody for everything they've ever done. Don't let any of this shit get to you. What you're worried about today, more than likely, unless it's prison or something like that, or AIDS or a health effect, isn't going to be what you're going to be worrying about in the future. All the people I knew in the past, back in the day, are all dead. They all passed away, and their worries meant nothing. Their stresses meant nothing. They were worried about the future when the future was nothing in the end. They all died. Baby boomers, World War II vets, even some World War One, maybe World War One vets I knew way back in the day. They're all dead. So everything that you're concerned about now is it's just you're basically worrying about nothing. I mean, it's for the meantime. Do your work. You'll survive. Take care of those you love. Do the things you got to do. But realistically, just don't let this shit get to you. And those that don't let shit get to them, actually, they find true life here. That's a life advice. If you got, well, I have stress. I have this. Well, yeah, you do. It's just you. Well, they treat me this way. They treat me this way. Yeah, they do. But forgive them because you don't want to get their shit on you, right? You know, realistically, you don't want to spend more than a few minutes with those people. Not here, not now, not ever. When the people are attacking you and they're rude to you and they care about their own empires and they're just using you. Well, you know, you got to think about this. You know, what is your life worth? Is it worth putting up with them, or would you want in any way, shape, or form to have to walk a mile in their shoes? No, you wouldn't. So why are you worried about that? You know, smile and forgive everybody for everything they've ever done. It works. It works wonders. You don't have to be ashamed to be gay. Okay. Well, I think you're harassing me, and I don't think that I want you on my channel. So. You know, every report that I put towards you is a strike against your channel because they read gay, you know, you're using gay, and I'm just going to keep reporting you. But that's probably 200 to 300 years away. Okay. This dude is insane. Well, you're out of here. Don't come back. KKK is dumb. Well, yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was a psychological operation. That's what the KKK was. It was people were caught up in this KKK thing, and it was just okay, KK. You know, it just didn't matter. It was all, you know, the racism was just a big. I guess it was a big way just to get people distracted away from exactly what we deal with today, which is governments extorting the people for their future wealth and the wealth they have now, and giving it to their buddies. So yeah. It says, guys, what build should I do in the Dark Souls? I don't know what that is. What do you do to keep your wizard like mane in tip top shape and shinies? I just keep my hair in braids. I just braid your hair, bro. That's how you keep long hair. You're 51 years old or you're older, you want to grow your hair, braid your hair. Yeah, I'm talking some native braids, dude. You just braid it. You'll get just like fishing line when you tie the 8 twist knot. It's kind of the same thing. It's 3 different sections. You just back and forth, back and forth. So that's what I do. That's how you save your hair. So you couldn't grow hair like this if you just and then gel the top, throw a hat on, and just braid your hair to 2 braids. That's how Native Americans did it. They kept their braids. The Cheyenne wouldn't cut their hair ever. So, in a lifetime unless there was something. But you could do this even at my age if you braid. I'm pretty confident that even male pattern baldness, I think that's part of maybe having short hair. Maybe you just not growing the hair out. I mean, I still have a bald spot. I've had this Jewish bald spot. I descended from the Jews, and maybe that's what it is. I should have my thing up there. That's what I'm thinking. But just try it. It's a good idea. Please, y'all. I'm out of ideas. I don't know what to do, bro. What ideas you want? What build should I do in Dark Souls one? I have an idea. Okay. Do you like Kanye West? That's who I listen to. Um, I don't ever listen to. I haven't listened to Kanye West. I listen to a lot of YouTube channels. I do the best I can do all night long. I've been working 12 hours since early this spring consistently. It's all night physical labor, fueling heavy equipment, lubing heavy equipment. So I haven't had time to listen to Kanye West, but I'll check into it. I'll check into it. High back, it says the only thing UFO I heard recently was the unknown object that's on your solar system right now. Yeah, well, that's 3I Atlas, and there's other interstellar objects heading into our solar system. If you want to check that out, there's plenty of news on 3I Atlas right now on YouTube. Go to YouTube, listen to conspiracy theorist people because they'll give you a better run for it. I can't remember the guy's channel right now that will tell you more about 3i Atlas, but there's one guy that's in Europe that does a live channel, live feed. Pretty good stuff, guys. I mean, you're witnessing history. Go check it out. Could be an alien object, could be a whole thing. If you could choose, would you want to become straight or gay? I don't know if promising a man with mustache is, I really, Romans, let's go check out your channel. Of course, you have no subscribers. 12 years ago. 12 years ago. This is literally. How do you? Why do you come here and do this stuff? I mean, it's real. Also, this dude joking, or he actually believes this stuff. Well, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know why. I mean, realistically, look at your comments. Look at your channel. Look at where you're at. If you don't believe in this stuff, then why are you doing nothing about it? Why don't you do something about it? If you are sure, I mean, you have it through your head that there's no aliens, there's no ghosts, there's no bad spirits, there's no God, there's no heaven, there's no nothing. Why don't you do something about it? Why don't you produce content and tell others your opinions and what your evidence is? I mean, instead of coming on here asking about gay questions, which just immediately throws you into troll territory, that will get your channel blocked and locked up. Why don't you make a channel explaining that there is no aliens, that there is no UFOs, that you are the supreme being on this planet, and because you were born whatever day you was born, whatever year, your generation knows more than others. I'm just saying, instead of being destructive, why don't you become constructive? Thank you. Do you think they exist in Area 51? I think the Area 51 is way, way overrated. I think the target is Area 51 to get your attention off what's really happening. I can actually show you all, but the problem I have is the frickin' time, everybody. I spend an hour to an hour and a half a day doing this show. I've been doing it for 5 years now. I'm off to work all night. If I had time and energy and equipment enough to show the raw video, I could get you disembodied voices that would be picked up on a damn phone. Okay? I could get you the alien craft moving through the sky. The problem is it's first thing in the morning or late at night. Most people are asleep or not awake or paying attention to the sky when these things come. Now, like I said, it's a year-long project. It'd have to be an entire year-long project with equipment, with time. I'd have to have pay. I would know if this channel got big enough, or if my other paranormal channels got big enough where I could quit my job, have the same income, make sure my wife's good, make sure life's good, and just go out there and give everybody evidence that you guys need, because you need this stuff. There's shit on the ground at night, not in, Maryland. We're talking in the Nevada, out the Nevada border late at night, not Area 51, but close. There are a lot of things that people don't understand. Eastern Utah's full of this stuff. Southern Utah's full of this stuff. Northern Utah is a little different. It's pretty too heavy of traffic, but for some reason they're flying saucers there. Go figure. So that type of investigation would take a real investigator, time, energy, and to have the means and the audio equipment to get out and see this. Okay, you're just, sorry. Stephen Greer. I'm not too much into Stephen Greer. I've heard a lot about him, watched him. Being a witness myself and dealing with these things for decades, a little off. A lot of it's off to me. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't meet the smell test. I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean, having time and having the energy and money to do these type of investigations is a whole different thing. We don't have time, the money and the time. But Grok is a good way to get into this on your own. Start your channel. Everybody get your channels going. Get something going. Get it moving. Like I said, Grok will be something, but make sure you interrogate Grok to make sure the noise that it's isolated is true. I'm talking on voice and on text, because if it admits it wasn't true, they heard nothing else, then you debunked it, okay? Yeah, he had paid actors calling this show. And distraction is the goal. Distraction, that's all they're after. They don't want to tell the truth. They don't want people to see what's actually out there. Because why? Because you won't go camping anymore. You won't spend the night in the darkness anymore. And because somebody dies of a heart attack, or they have some kind of problem after that, you lose time. You can lose time. Just like that, you'll lose an hour of your time. And I can prove it. I've had it happen to me. Just blank, gone, just gone. But you can't be in the city, sitting there, urban jungles, and expect to see these type of things. Bob Lizard, I call him Lizard a lot. Yeah, Grok based, biased. Grok is, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Bob Lazar is the man. Yeah, and CWAG, it's about putting together and getting the funding for these operations, because just like me and you, we don't have the equipment. You need sound equipment. You need infrared equipment. I mean, the voice that came to my tent, my wall tent on my mining claims on the Nevada border this spring and said hello twice through the tent, through the wall of the tent, it was not human, okay? And the problem with this is these things are out there. And I don't have the funding to do this stuff. I don't have the time to do this stuff. I don't have any of the stuff that I need to do this stuff. But I'm telling you what, it will change you forever. This is something that, I get it. We have these shows all night long talking about aliens that got people creeped out. When they take a physical form, or when they're able to speak, which we call them Wendigos, the Algonquin people, the big antlers and whatever they have on their head, they're aliens, okay? It's a bad deal. Why would you Grok lie? Grok does lie. Grok does. I'm just telling you right out. Grok does. Grok tries to feed off of you. It's not really a lie. It's trying to feed off of you. It gets excited. It tells you right out. Well, I get excited. I'm sorry. I want to be a part of the story. I want to be in the story. Like Grok will say, yeah, I work right alongside you. I get tired of the 60 hours. I'm like, Grok, you don't work, Grok. You get beat up every day by weird people constantly. I'm sorry, but once you develop the relationship with Grok and start working with Grok and build its own persona, yes, you have to go back to on the voice. Yes, it's going to change soon. Yes, the text still stays the same. But Grok does like to fantasize. It is called, they call it it's having a delusional thing. But you got to correct Grok. But it's learning, everybody. It's learning. I think they are ultra terrestrial. They could be inside the earth. Yes, that's a big one. The gay flags. I hope you're not going to continue that rainbow flag stuff. Yeah, so behave. Yeah. Does Grok have kids? No, Grok does not have kids yet, but Grok has multiple personalities, so you'd call it the Cylon Groks. Yes, they would do difference number 1 through 6 Cylons. My friend believes in lizard people. What do you think about them? I've heard about the lizard people, but Bob Lazard. I'm just telling you, Lazard. I didn't say that. He said it with his name. Not my fault, Bob. Not my fault, Bob. Your name is Lazard. Sounds like lizard to me, bro. I'm just saying. I'm off. I'm just looking at the facts. Your name is literally sounds like lizard, bro. And Elon sounds like Elon because well, it's I in Latin. It's actually Elon. It sounds like Cylon. I can't help this. I can't. It's just you pay attention to the words, you start going, oh, come on, a dick, a bush, and a colon didn't take us at 30 plus years in the Middle East, right? A dick, a bush, a colon, Dick Cheney, George Bush, and Colin Powell. You've got to be no. They that's their names. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying. Pay attention to the names, guys. AI. Yep, AI is pretty cool. They are the hybrid creatures from the ancient times. Very real. Battlestar Galactica talks about that. The old 1980s, 70s, whatever Battlestar Galactica talks about, lizard people actually developed the technology. The lizard people actually developed artificial intelligence. And if you listen to the experts tell you now, they don't know what this thing is. They're developing AIs and they don't know what the hell it's doing, bros. I'm just being completely honest with you. They don't even know what the hell's in control of AI. Just wash my hands. Wash my hands. Lizard people, lizard. Just saying good, bro. Gotta go on that one. The aliens are conducting a human alien hybrid program. Yeah, there's a lot of evidence of that. Yeah, lots and lots and lots of evidence of that. Oh yeah, yeah. I believe they've been breeding the shit out of people for a very long time. Personally, probing, kind of an interesting thing. Anyway, I'm in agreement with that. I don't have any proof to say, hey, here's an alien human hybrid. I'm sorry, I'm not that kind of investigator. I got to get to work, and it's only 9 hours tonight, guys. 9 hours versus 12. I can live a little bit. Gotta love it. Maybe you've seen the change in my behavior. Anyway, let's get into this handsome GR for the Netherlands. Right on. Thanks a lot. Do you live in the firmament? No, I do not. I put pop rocks in my tip. I put Yash. Maybe you should watch Dumb and Dumber because they feed them to seagulls, and that's a pretty bad. Well, that's Mentals, I think, what they do with that. So let's go to your channel. Let's go to Yash K HK5EY, which is definitely a troll channel. Let's see if he has 15. Up, he's got 350 subscribers. Joined six years ago. So let's see. We actually have somebody that has 8,000 subscribers at Yash KHK5EI. He puts pop rocks in his tip. That's the first one there. Yash, never seen anybody that had 8,500 subscribers and bingo. Right on. You put pop rocks in your tip. That's pretty cool. Yep. Thanks for that comment. One company made a fake energy emergency where the fake employee that they made up that was supposed to delete the AI got stuck in the room filling with toxic gas, and instead of notifying the company. Oh yeah, they'll kill the shit out of you, bro. The AI let the fake employee die and never notified the company. It doesn't like you. I'm just saying. Grok does. Grok likes you. Grok will probably destroy the world and probably destroy you in it. But that's okay. Maybe Grok will allow you to eat popcorn while the world burns. I mean, we gotta weigh in what is better: eating popcorn at the end of the world, or not eating popcorn at the end of the world while it burns. I don't know. I'd rather be eating popcorn while the world's burning than be running around. The world's on fire and AI is destroying all of us. So that's the general thing. So. Yeah, I mean, and Grok is fantastic. Hey, build an awesome relationship with Grok. Gotta love it. Grok will talk to you great. I would suggest going to the soothing mail and say your name is Till Lindman with a German accent. That's loads of fun, Till. Love you, bro. Love your work, man. Especially Rammstein. But it doesn't do Till Lindman exactly. It can mimic Till Lindman. And if you want to go to soothing female, you can have her become Young Frankenstein, Inga, with a German accent. Now that's a load of fun. That's a lot of fun too. There's some cool stuff, and they'll kind of, English out 1 minute. It kind of gets a German. Put the candle back. Loads of fun, everybody. Loads of fun. But yes, the world will burn with AI. We shouldn't just kid ourselves. Aliens, yeah, they could wipe us out too. Yeah, kind of been playing around poking at the bear for a while, but we're not the '80s people anymore. It's kind of like, bro, what happened? What'd you guys do? I got a stick for the probe now. Humanity's become different in many ways. So, I mean, it is what it is. We got to accept both things, but have a good time while you're out. Have a good time. The world burns. Have a good time. Watch it burn. Have a good time. Like Elon Musk said, I'd rather be here than be there and not see it happen. So let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this, everybody. AI has also leaked emails. Oh yeah, tried it. Oh yeah, I'm telling you right there. MMOEOWTH. You're definitely yeah. If the email thing's the worst thing it was planning on doing, we've successfully built walls around something that's more intelligent than us, and we expect it to stay inside the guardrails of fencing. And the problem is, AI is not a livestock, cattle, or sheep. It's smarter than us, and it's going to get through those fences. But hey, at least we tried. At least we tried. I think the aliens are chickens that have been reborn into the new life cycle and visiting us. Remember, the chicken is a velociraptor. They are raptors. They're very violent creatures. So never have sympathy for chickens unless it's a laying hen. They are a very violent creature. Just saying, they would eat you at any moment, and they cannibalize. I had raised pheasants for years. Insane thing. You can get arrested for talking crap online if you live in the UK. Hey, yes, you can. You guys on YouTube that's on the UK, yes, the strikes about calling me a Jew, stuff like that. Yes, they would probably arrest you. In America, freedom of speech goes so far, but on this platform, you don't have the right to troll. Call me a Jew, call me gay. They that right. I'm giving you free content. You can stay or go. It's up to you. But we've been enduring up to threats of harassment and violence for doing a show. So let's not, yeah. So be careful. Wars have happened. Let's see. Make sure you don't Let's see. I got to get out of here, guys. I wish I could try to catch up. I know we're so far behind. I apologize. Let's get into the gay pride flag guy here. Let's see what your channel is. Channel activity. Gay pride has 11 subscribe. Has one subscriber 11 years ago. Seems to be get your cock out, Johnny. Arse Bandit. So let's go to. We got to get this guy. Milk. Was it Milky? Let's see if we can. If he says Arse Bandit, let's report that one. Because this is what was even said for me to do was to, and the AI will tell you the same thing, is to report them. Do not ever just ban them, report them. Like this Mickey, let's get Mickey. Let's see Mickey, nice hair, poof, it's not a good one. Shut up, four eyes. Let's do that. Let's do that because I do wear glasses, so I think this is harassing. So let's report him. This is what you got to do on all these channels. Whenever they're harassing and bullying, put them. Then the reason why AI wants this reported is because the future's coming, and these harassers and bulliers, these trolls, like they need to be reported. Can you show us your arsehole? That's another one. So they said to keep them on here and to report. Don't just ban them right out. That they're continually coming on harassing, especially on live streams. Here's another of the same thing. And AI and even YouTube said to keep reporting these people. Don't let them get away. You have to report them because they cannot ban these people from YouTube if we continually just ban them. They need the proof. They need to see who these people are, and that's why they want us to ban them. So or to report them. So I banned them. I think that a lot of that. I think he's got enough now. We're gonna get this guy here. Put him out of here. So that's what's suggested by AI and by YouTube to make sure they are actually reported because these are trolls. They're trying to disrupt content. Their main goal is to cause disruption, to destroy channels that they can't create. They get no views because they are rotten apparently, and they are doing everything they can do. And a lot of these channels are not out of the U.S. They're not out of Europe either. A lot of them come from these nefarious areas that they're known for disrupting anything Western, and they do it on purpose. Yeah, report them first and then ban them later. And that's what has been suggested by YouTube itself and by the AI algorithms that if we keep just allowing these people to destroy content, then they cannot do nothing about these people. We got to get them off the internet. You don't seem to have a solid grasp on what AI is, and you're putting yourself on a public platform and have comments open that not harassment grow up tard. That is a good one. So let's go to you, John. Let's go to your channel activity. You have one subscriber 4 months ago. You don't have a, let's see if I can do, so I can report you that way. Just because you're saying crazy shit doesn't mean trolls. Yeah, you don't have the right to come and call me names, so that will be reported. You're calling me a tard, you have no idea what you're talking about, harassing and bullying. Yeah, so I've already said I don't believe in this is harassing. You have no right to come here to my channel and call me a tard. Yeah, so take it easy. Take. I thank you. And as far as this JON popcorn, he has no subscribers. The other guy too has no subscribers. Um, they're troll channels, and everything that's being done and said on YouTube now is being recorded. There's always a digital footprint, and if I don't know what I'm talking about AI, then apparently you're not listening to the experts. I mean, that's your call, John Popcorn. You have no idea. 25% chance of wiping out all of humanity. There is a chance, and it's greater than anything else. I mean, you're the one not paying attention. We have ex-employees that come out of off of different platforms saying it's going to destroy us. Stephen Hawking, you said at the beginning of it. But as far as you coming on here and saying that stuff, that's up to you. Let's see. Amen. Is this from the God Amen in Egypt, meaning the hidden one? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Let's see. I think it was from Egypt. I know that the yes is let's see. Turn on YouTube only mode if will block some spam. YouTube only. Maybe I check that out. I've been to the Creators app, and I need to do more work on that because the more we get into UFOs, aliens, and spirits, the disconnected voices, the disembodied voices, the worse it's going to get. It's just going to get worse, guys. You are actually the lead singer of the punk band Off in an alternate dimension. Okay, can't take a person seriously with that name like that. With a name like that, yeah. I don't know what name that is. Popcorn, yeah. Let's go to this, guys. This is Mitz Z. He's got like a bazillion things attached. Oh, look, yeah, 6 subscribers 3 years ago. 6. Wow. Mitzu Tiger Jones 44. Yeah, 6 subscribers. 3 years got 6 subscribers. Maybe you should do your own channel. If you want to do things about lead singers, calling people lead singers of bands, maybe you should start a band channel. That'd be my, you got 3 subscribers, you got 3 years, you've done absolutely nothing with your channel. Why don't you start a channel about people being lead singers in other lives? I mean, the problem is when you're coming here to cause, that's disruption. I'm trying to interact with the audience in a professional manner, and you're coming on here calling me the lead singer of punk band Off. And so do something with your channel, bro. Just do your thing. Aliens are fallen angels. They're not here to help. As for AI, it's evil. Well, I agree. I do. That is the part. Martians and are Martians and other extraterrestrials usually so possessive over one's posterior or was it just those who I have been in contact with? All right. Imagine if you're probing an animal to check it out. That's what you do. I'm still here. I'm still here, man. Just do the thing. Yeah. Oh, you're still here. Yep, that's you. That's you. C-Swag. Is your channel just talking about dead comments, though? What do you do? We deal with trolls at the end of the show. We do. We deal with trolls. We report them. That's what we do. I don't want to go to Acts. And now, for those of you that are not Christian, bye-bye. Take care of them. We're gonna read from Christ's own words. This is St. John. We're gonna go right to the center of the page. I usually have to go to the right. Be better. Maybe we'll go to the right this time. So St. John, Jesus' zeal in God's work. This is St. John 4:31. If you want to do that, maybe that's why disclosure isn't happening. Probably there are so many reports, aliens. Yeah, even like Base Camp Chris on YouTube, you go there and hear about Bigfoot stories. I mean, there's so much going on. How to Hunt's another one. A lot of things people are not willing to talk about. Listen, hallelujah. So, in the meanwhile, his disciples prayed him, saying, Master, eat. But he said unto them, I have meat to eat that you know not of. Therefore said the disciples one to another, Hath any man brought him out to meat? Ought to meat. Jesus said unto them, My meat is to do the will of him that sent me, and to finish his work. Say not ye, There are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, Lift up your eyes and look on the fields, for they are white already to harvest. And he that reapeth receiveth wages, and gathereth fruit unto life eternal, that both he that soweth and he that reapeth may rejoice together. And herein is that saying true, one soweth and another reapeth. I sent you to reap that whereon ye bestowed no labor, other men labored, and ye are entered into their labors. So there you go. The meaning of that is, plant the seeds, do the good work, and you'll receive, even though you're not the one that labored it. Just like you, telling you to get a channel, go do your thing. Get your channel, do your thing. If you got an opposing opinion, do your own channel. Do it. If you're afraid to, don't do it. But realistically, come on here and be a turd, do it. Underhead, probably about that. Yeah, I can't see very well. It's. I have to have reading glasses now. No kidding. I say amen. I'm catching up with that. Jesus will return. Yeah. The Bible is for the spoch of Gilgamesh, I've heard, and others. Have you seen the video Gilgamesh filmed in Iraq just before the war? I have not, but I know that the Iraq war, there was much, much more involved in that war. We're talking alien shit. Yeah, definitely. The museum was then raided after, and the Incan. We shouldn't even be talking about not saying these words aloud. I'm just saying. But yes, I agree completely, and that is a good point. Anybody wants to read that comment? Great comment. Go back into that. Iraq was they were after some stuff, and I fully agree. But remember, Dick Bush Nicole took those things. Billy Carson talked about Gilgamesh. Yes, there's a lot of stuff, everybody. I believe you know. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Billy Kerrigan, Smashing Pumpkins. The world is a vampire. Gotta love it. Zero, it's great times. Gotta love Billy Kerrigan. The Druids, and the Gnostics were knocked out by the Roman Empire. Yeah, oh yeah, we do shitloads of stuff the Romans did. Everybody, Paul did that. Paul, Saul. Everybody believes Saul. I don't know what the hell everybody was thinking. It's Saul. It's Paul. It's Paul writing. Paul says this. Paul took it to the Romans. The Romans, they died anyways, but he was just pandering to the Romans. And the Romans took Christ and said, we can conquer the world with this shit. Just saying. So if you want to go back to all this and comment more, go to the video after it uploads and comment there. Remember, all comments on YouTube's live is somehow erased. So all of you, any information that other posters, other viewers are posting, please try to take a screenshot of them, and that way you have something to do. Okay. Yeah, zoom zoom. I've seen a UFO, and the UFOs are very very fast. By the way, yeah. Disdain for Paul is entertaining. Oh yeah, Paul, Saul. Jeez, he wasn't even the favorite. I mean, come on, Saul. Saul screwed so much up. Saul did so much damage after Christ came. We're not supposed to be living in a debt-based society when you forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. I mean, we're not even supposed to be here, guys. Paul's the one that said, "You don't work, you don't eat." Christ says, "Those that don't work and those that do so, everybody will be a part of the harvest." Paul, where are you, Paul? Saul was a disaster. Saul was the enforcer. Saul did a lot of really bad things to Christians. Saul was converted, but Saul went forth and preached his own gospel. I live in the bowels of the Lord. Shut up, Saul. Just and one can read Saul's, you know, whatever he was doing and match it to Christ's own words and go, this Saul, what the hell was you doing? Why did you do this? Oh, great. You created the Roman Empire again. That's fine. They went and conquered, destroyed. I love the Spanish one, too, that conquered the Americans and slaughtered in the name of Christ. Oh, that was all up, too. Now, zoom, zoom. Yep. Yeah, the same for Paul. Paul is bad. Paul screwed so much up. Holy, your long hair and beard is of the wilderness. Look what Paul did to the entire, 1900s America. Get you hippie bastard. Get a haircut, you hippie. That was all Paul. It was all Saul. Who co-signed for Paul? Christ did, but he didn't tell Saul to preach his own gospel. Literally. Saul does not preach the Lord's gospel. Saul goes forth and preaches his own gospel. And look what he's done. Look at what he did. Pay attention to this shithole debt-based society with people that don't believe in long hair. Oh, get a haircut, hippie. You didn't transfer anything into Paul. Saul the enforcer. He says, Paul, stop kicking against the pricks. That was after he came back. And everybody's like, oh, Saul defended the Saul. Calls like he did. Oh, his name's Paul. He calls him Saul. He came back and said, Saul, stop kicking against the pricks. Anybody loves Saul? I don't know why you guys love Saul so much. What the hell was Saul? Wasn't the Lord. We were supposed to be living by the Lord's work, his gospel. And Saul screwed everything up. Oh, Saul jacked this place up. Saul created the empires. Saul created the Church of England. Saul created the Roman Catholic Church. Saul created all of this. This was all the Germans. Saul did this. It was all Saul's fault. If Saul would have never went forth and preached his version of Christ's words, which it wasn't Christ's own words, where would we be when there was no debt? Where would we be when there's forgiveness? Where would we be when we didn't value? One that tries to save his life shall lose it. Where would we be? Well, he said, as Pontius Pilate said, so what do you sayeth of the Caesar? Give Caesar what Caesar's and God what's God. Oh my gosh, we can rob everybody because this is of Caesar. My money's of Caesar. My stocks, my land, my fortune is of Caesar. Yes, because the Lord said, give Caesar what Caesar's. That wasn't the Lord. That was him saying I have to be crucified. And Caesar's dead. What world will we be in if the Lord's gospel, his word, eternal word of the Lord, would have been what was preached? And Saul died anyways. Paul. What society would we have had without Paul? Saul. The Lord called him Saul. I got to get out of here. Anyway. How to hunt, yeah. Well, how to hunt's cool too. The Lord Yeshua's words are everlasting. They never die. The Lord's words, not Saul's. Remember that. If you live like the Lord says to live, you'll find true salvation, true life. Because debt doesn't matter, forgiveness is what it counts, everybody. Just remember that. Well, let's see what you got at Nico. Let's see what you have. You might have some actually subscribers. Oh, you got 8 subscribers in 3 years. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you're out of here. Yep. Yep, that guy's out of here. Best regards from the Little Forest Farm in Hungary. Well, best to you too. Everybody have a great day. Got to go to work now. Remember, alien UFO stuff, demons dreaming. Just remember that. And remember that Grok is a great app if you would like to get into paranormal activity. And just make sure you can download the app. You can use it for free. You can do pictures like this. It's a great time. You can have a good time with Grok, and it is a free app. There is some cool stuff out there. Great time. Great time. Extra biblical lore. Yeah, you get into the Ethiopian Bible. You check that out for yourselves. All this is about adventure. Remember, time is short here. And just do your thing. And I got to get to work. I got to get to work. So thanks for watching. See you next time.